Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of The Slash Show. I'm Chris Mike, and I will be your host. Today, we're going to talk about breakups, horrible bosses, affairs, and sandwich thieves. Get yourselves comfortable, and let's begin. I broke up with my then boyfriend 3 months ago because I thought he had stolen $846 from me. I just found the money. I can't say this on my main account, and I need to write this out, but oh my God, I effed up. I effed up badly. I just found the money. It was in the chest of drawers I put it in, but the drawer I put it in had a small opening in the back. I didn't know it was there. And the envelope of money fell down there. I would never have discovered it, but the drawers broke. So I was taking the chest apart, and there was the envelope. It's the same envelope because it has my handwriting on it and the receipt from the bank. I have to apologize, but this is going to be so bad. I told my friends and family about this, about how I suspected that he had stolen from me since he was the only one in my house that day. No one else had a key, and I haven't left that room or my house with the money. God, he lost mutual friends because of me. I ended a 2-year relationship over this. I just didn't believe him when he said he didn't take it. I hurt him for no reason, and then I blocked him. An apology won't be enough. I'm going to contact him tomorrow, and then I'll tell everyone else. Wow, I effed up. Yeah, dude, you really, and I mean really effed up. You destroyed your relationship, destroyed his relationships, and destroyed his trust without any evidence. You seriously effed up. The only option is to defend him as loud as you slandered him. Good luck with that. Boss tried to sleep with my fiancée. This was several years ago, so my boss, an extreme type A personality, found out I was seeing a young lady at another one of our offices. It was a long-distance relationship. He was the type he liked to control everything and mess with people for fun. He was also married to another employee, but he was very unfaithful, and he had a hobby, photography. He would like to take pics of himself and his conquest, in the act. Then he would show the pics around the production floor and brag about it. Well, on his next trip to this other office, he tried to get my girlfriend to sleep with him, but she spurned him. He made up some lies and got her fired. It took a long time, but I was patient. I knew he kept the photos in his office. He could not risk keeping them at home, where his wife might stumble upon them. One Saturday, I was working overtime, and the cleaning lady came through. They unlocked his office. I came in acting like I was taking dimensions on some drawings. The lady just asked me to close the door when I was finished. She left and went down toward accounting. That's when I went through his desk. Sure enough, in the back of one drawer, I found a stack of photos 4 tall. I took them all. Then I waited until he went on another trip. When he did, I went out for lunch. I had a dozen pics of him in the act with 4 different women, all showing his face. The women all had dark or red hair. His wife is a blonde. I drove to the town he lived in, to the closest post office to his house, and mailed the pics to his wife with no return address. She divorced him, and her lawyer took him to the cleaners. My girlfriend is now my wife, and we aren't mad anymore. This maybe sounds a bit fake, but I don't know, maybe not. Anyway, the boss got what he deserved. Don't do that, people. Be nice. Boyfriend couldn't stop liking half-naked pictures of other women. So I posted one of myself. All right, my boyfriend has started following a lot of Instagram women. Not regular ones, I don't mind those, but particularly the ones in lingerie and with their butt out. Even was watching their OF. I told him it made me uncomfortable and to stop, but his response was, "It's just Instagram." You're doing too much. It's not that serious, and he kept doing it. Well, I posted some pictures of me in a G-string bikini. Butt out and all, he saw it and started freaking out, slamming doors and yelling. He was like, you don't respect yourself. That's embarrassing. I don't want my girlfriend doing that, bro. That's weird. And he is mad, like really mad. He told me to take it down, and I said, "No, isn't this what you like to see?" And his response again was, "You're in a relationship? Why would you do that?" And I said, "I'm only posting what you like." After I said that, he started ignoring me. It's been hours, and honestly, I don't care. I don't feel bad at all. For months, I was uncomfortable and asked him to stop, and he couldn't, so yay. Now he's a victim of a crime he participates in. You go, girl, F that dude, and not in the way he would like, if you know what I mean. He doesn't deserve you. Go get you a real man, not a boy who likes to play games. What do you think about this story, my dudes and dudettes? I exposed an affair because it was affecting my sleep. Even from the title, I totally agree. Sleep is important. My upstairs neighbor has been having an affair with a married man for about 4 months now. I wouldn't care, but because it's an affair, he comes over at odd hours of the night and they have play dates, if you know what I mean. Very loudly. I can hear a lot. And it wakes me up, prevents me from sleeping. How do I know it's an affair? He's never spent the night and his car has baby car seats in there. This dude is a grade A piece of garbage. You have a baby at home and disturb this man's sleep? Not cool, man. Not cool at all. Some backstory: I've had issues with my upstairs neighbor prior to this. She would throw parties on Monday nights. She gets home at 2 a.m. from work, pacing her condo, and having loud phone conversations. She's 40 years old, throwing parties with 20 years old, and having affairs, and living like a teenager. I tried to talk to her like a normal person about my concerns, but she doesn't care, and I've had to get the association involved to stop the parties. I hate her. So I decided to learn some more about this mystery man. I looked up the license plate, found an address, searched the address, and found a name. Took the name and did some social media stalking, and found the man and his wife's profiles. I made a throwaway account, messaged the wife about the affair. I haven't seen him now for a few weeks, and I'm sleeping really nicely. Good on you, bro. You deserve a good night's sleep. And as for your neighbor and her man, you got what you deserved. Next time, be quiet and don't cheat, maybe. It's not that hard. Today, I effed up by punishing the sandwich thief with super spicy Carolina Reaper sauce. In a shared hangar with several workshops, my friends and I rented a small space for our knife-making enterprise. For a year, our shared kitchen and fridge functioned harmoniously, with everyone respecting one another's food. However, an anonymous individual began stealing my sandwiches, consuming half of each one, leaving bite marks, as if to taunt me. Initially, I assumed it was a one-off incident, but when it occurred again, I was determined to act. I prepared sandwiches with an extremely spicy Carolina Reaper sauce, a teaspoon in each, leaving a note warning about the consequences of stealing someone else's food, and went out for lunch. Upon my return, chaos reigned. The atmosphere was one of panic, and a woman's scream cut through the commotion, accompanied by a child's cry. The culprit turned out to be our cleaner's 9-year-old son, who she had been bringing to work during his school's disinfection week. He had made a habit of pilfering from the fridge, bypassing the healthy lunches his mother had prepared in favor of my sandwiches. The child was in distress, suffering from the intense spiciness of the sauce. In my defense, I explained that the sandwiches were mine, and I'd spiked them with hot sauce. The cleaner, initially relieved by my explanation, suddenly became furious, accusing me of trying to harm her child. This resulted in an escalated situation, with the cleaner reporting the incident to our landlord and threatening police intervention. The incident strained relations within the other workshops, siding with the cleaner due to her status as a mother. Consequently, our landlord has given us a month to relocate, adding to our financial struggles. My friends, too, are upset with me. I maintain my innocence, arguing that I had no idea a child was the food thief, and I would never intentionally harm a child. Nevertheless, it seems I am held responsible, accused of creating a huge problem from a seemingly trivial situation. The child is okay. No harm to the health was inflicted. It still was just an edible sauce, just very, very spicy. Damn, dude. This is really funny and sad at the same time for both you and the kid. Let's hope you find a new place for your business and the kid learned a spicy lesson that day. I left the job and then I changed everyone's passwords. I don't even care that this was immature and petty of me. I can't stress how awfully I was treated in this job and how the entire team joined in on it. I was the only woman on the team, so it could have been that. But I don't want to play the gender card. You're probably thinking it's not one-sided, but it was. I was never rude to these guys. I'm not too fond of confrontation, so I used to be a doormat. I was afraid to rock the boat, so I just accepted how I was treated because I needed a job desperately at the time. One evening, I decided it was the last straw. I went home for the night and never went back. I got various calls from them all on WhatsApp asking why I hadn't shown up, and I ignored it. Like I said, I can't handle conflict very well, so I couldn't face talking on the phone to them because I was already very upset from the evening before. A week after I quit my job, I realized I was still logged into my manager's account, and he hadn't changed the password. This account was basically the restaurant's entire database. It had information for menus, staff, ordering, stock, etc. I decided to change the email to a fake one I'd made, and then I changed everyone's password so they couldn't access it. I don't know what happened after that. Nobody ever contacted me. I don't know whether I was the suspect or not. I don't go to that part of town anymore. That was mean and evil-spirited, and they deserved 100% what happened to them. Don't treat your employees like that, people. Everyone just wants to do their job in peace and go home and relax. Thank you for watching the first episode of The Slash Show. I'm Chris Mike, and it was a pleasure. If you like my content, please subscribe, like this video, and share it with your friends. Hasta la vista, baby.